Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and this is the second attempt at this video. We're just going to dive right into it, and I want to show you the card. This is from the 2013 Oracle, Ancient Keys to the 2012 Awakening, and I want you to see all of the faces on the card, and this in the center. I posted that on Facebook. That is Olin, Olin. It has been coming up a bit in the shows and the topics, in the conversations. And Olin is about movement. And as it's coming up for me, it's about movement through the epochs, through the ages, through the constellations even. Sunday Ophiuchus came up in my conscious awareness, and there's a lot there in the Blog Talk radio shows. Excuse me. I will put a link regarding the show there in the description of this. So let's dive right into the card, beloveds. And this is my second time I had to make a little space on here. So let's hope I did that enough. The number 8, I want to show you. This is the count of how it's covered. It's the 3 circles with the bar at the bottom, the one single straight bar. Okay. And this is the advisor's card. So let's get into it, beloveds. There are inherent truths hidden in the fabric of reality. Ancient experts were given the task of unraveling these truths and giving advice. There were advisors who were priestesses, priests, sibyls, seers, prophets, astronomers, dreamers, dancers, scholars, and many other kinds of specialists. The ancient advisors knew how to gaze into flames, bones, smoke, leaves, crystals, clouds, and animal behavior, and how to mirror their unheard voices. Again, this came up many because of religious conditioning, grooming, background, programming, feel that certain types of divination or certain types of using your spiritual instincts and intuition to speak to you should not be used, or it should be feared, or it's something else other than you. And I'm here to tell you this is the most ancient of ways. These ways are in the Bible. They are used in the Bible. And they are mediators to the Holy Spirit and the information. The church, when it put in place, do not seek diviners, blah, 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 blah. There were many reasons for that. Some were dark magic, black magic. Some were the false seances and so forth and so on. And others were, they did not want you to have this kind of access to spiritual revelations, which was natural for many, okay? And which was ancestral for many. So understand why that restraint was put in place there, okay? But understand why it is re-emerging in the time of the age of Aquarius, okay? So let's keep going. This again is about advisors. And this whole video will have to do with Moses. Beloveds, Moses was a leader and an advisor for the people of Israel. Israel are those who wrestle with God. Those are the Israelites. Israelites are those that wrestle with God. Wrestling with God means you want to know. You are seeking the truth. You are working towards the truth. You are overcoming the lies. You are fighting even against your own thoughts and feelings and impulses and compulsions, against your own family members and your own society sometimes, in order to seek the truth. Okay? And so that's what an Israelite is all about. And Moses was a leader of the Israelites. Okay? And Moses, as a being, I gave a lot of who he was in the first video and in the Blog Talk Radio show. But Moses was selected through the generations of the Israelites, through Yoshebed, to lead the people out of Israel. And we want to focus on why he was chosen as a leader and what gave him his ability to lead. It was that he thought he wasn't a good leader. Okay? The fact that he kept telling God, I know me and you have one-on-one relationship, but you need to find someone else to do this. I can't do this. This people won't listen to me. I can't do this. You need to, this is too much for me, on me. You need to give some more people some of this Holy Spirit that you're giving me. Give it to some of them, some more of them, because this is a lot and they're not listening to me. And so Moses had to deal with all of that. And he had to still carry through with his intent and purpose in his relationship with God, God's will, okay, through him. And he was the one chosen to, bear the fruit of the Holy Spirit, her presence, in the tabernacle and on the seat of the Ark of the Covenant, okay, that was carried. So Moses was very much instrumental in this, in a choice as a being. And we want to look into that, okay? So this is, again, the card that came up, advisor. So let's get a lot from this, beloveds. 8 is the advisor's card number. The number 8 has achieved knowledge and authority. 8 is one number before 9. Pay attention to this. As such, 8 becomes, let me see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H in the Bible is 8. Okay, and H is a silent in some languages. Interesting. 8 is the advisor's card number. The number 8 has achieved knowledge and authority. As such, 8 becomes a guiding number in the ideal advisor's guide and assists one in the process of evolving to a higher state. The ancient calendars were divided into 8 parts and charted 8 Venus counterclockwise positions in alignment with Earth. The number 8 can be very lucky. This is very instrumental for us at this time. The fact that Venus is being mentioned, the Scorpio on my hat, the colors blue and this pink here. A lot of this has to do with the number 8. Beloveds, and also 8 is a very feminine number. It's always been the goddess number to me. And when you lay 8 on her side, she becomes the infinity number. So there's a lot there. I would advise you to look up 8 in www.writingthebeast.com. It'll give you a lot of biblical information, geometria information, a lot of spiritual information, a lot of metaphysical information on the number 8. And then you can go to your angel numbers and numerologies and so forth and so on, and see what it reveals to you, beloved. Advisors can help you shape a strategy for radically altering your field of play. If you seek advice, listen to plants, animals, trees, elders, minerals, ancestors, spiritual teachers, or other sensible experts. Advice is germane to your surroundings. Your surroundings speak to your instincts and intuition. Everything is spiritual. Everything communicates. Everything has its own language. Everything has its own vibration, frequency, and spectrum, and range, and degrees. And you have those same things in which you can communicate, or which you can receive information, in which you can relay information. So be very conscious of your surroundings, beloveds. That is advice of the advisors of this card. And when we're dealing with Moses, we have to look at Moses was in Egypt. Moses went from the water. He went to Egypt. He took the slaves he went to Midian. From there, he took the slaves out of Egypt through the desert, through the Red Sea, and so forth and so on, Mount Sinai. Look at the surroundings. Understand so much there. Understand what the land of milk and honey was in contrast to all of those things, okay? And let's keep going. Learn to heighten your awareness of the immediate. See with new eyes the scene unfolding before you. That means don't be so trapped in your, I know what that is. That is that, and this is this. Understand that things are ever changing. And spiritual things are making themselves present. So things change. Subtly, or I don't know what the word is right now, but magnificently, okay? Obvious, there we go, obviously. So pay attention to things. Learn to heighten your awareness of the immediate. That means the immediate is the present. So learn to fully be in the present as much as you can, so that you can instinctively and intuitively be aware of what's coming into your magnetic field, your range of spiritual communication, what you can pick up as frequencies and spectrums, okay? See with new eyes the scene unfolding around you. The signs are waiting for your interpretation. Pray, meditate, teach yourself a divinatory system. Take responsibility for your actions. Teach children that they are capable of conscious decision making and do not have to be victims of cultural bias and conditioning. In one of the videos I did before this, I spoke of a lot of religious conditioning and programming. Stop the divinatory, like I said. But this is a natural way of communicating with your surroundings. This is a natural way of magnifying the seen and the unseen and bringing them into unison within your life, and using the wisdom to guide you, navigate you. Okay? So go beyond being the victim of what somebody says you should do and what you should not do. Find out for yourself, in a safe manner, of course. The world is alive when you respond to the synchronicity of each moment. Animals, the weather, trees, and plant spirits offer you wisdom of the ages. There are countless stories of human lives saved because someone paid attention. Observe, beloveds. Be vigilant. Open up yourself more than just your physical senses. Open up your spirit to everything that you encounter. Be able to be so present that if some energy shifts in the room or in the building or in the world, you feel it. Even if you don't know what it is at the moment, feel it. There are countless stories of humans' lives saved because someone paid attention. Okay? Advisors are related to 4 different levels of understanding: emotional, physical, psychical, and spiritual. Good advisors minimize stress. Advisors tell us that life is process and we need to get past our difficulties. We need to release and not cling to problems. If you are simply looking for practical advice, there is a rich landscape of advisors in offices and libraries. Do some intelligent digging to find the right advisor. Good advisors are solvers and not a hidden furtherance up to your problems. In other words, they don't string you out. A lot came up in the Blog Talk Radio on this. I, again, suggest you listen to it. The advisor's card may suggest that you have inadequate information about a given situation. It may indicate the need for concentrated analysis and planning. It says to be relentless and thorough in your pursuit of the facts. Ask yourself, how do I get organized to pursue my intentions? Is there an objective observer or wise person you can draw upon for support? An advisor can act as an advocate for a particular point of view. A true advisor teaches one how to become aware and how to avoid inner conflict. The true advisor's great gift is the recognition of every aspect of a problem. Advisors teach us how to face into both light and darkness, and that means to discover your real power within. Divination is such a tool. For instance, what advice does the puma have for you? Does the puma point you to a new role within the question? Eagle sees the complexity of any situation and sees the need for adjustments. Snake is wise and grounded and can find the exact spot within a question to focus energy. Wolf may suggest you seek advice from a recognized authority. And once again, beloveds, we have the number 4, okay? And we have the four levels of understanding: emotional, physical, psychical, and spiritual. And here we have the 4 animals: the puma, the eagle, the snake, and the wolf. So these are authorities. Pay attention to them. Do your due diligence toward them. On the other hand, you are the authority you seek. So balance everything with your own revelations and your own knowing. On the other hand, you are the authority you seek. Advisor cards tells you to listen to the advice that is all around and to access your deepest knowing. Do not expect advisors to provide you with a complete answer. This card instructs you to examine your advice carefully and look critically at what is working for you and what is working against you. Obtain clarity and then act upon your understanding. The advisor you seek is within. And that is that card. And the last card is the cat, domestic cat, and that it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over-dependencies on others. Pay attention that the cat, domestic, and the puma cat came up twice. Let's get into this. It's so easy to slip into comfortable dependency with anything or anyone. From simple dependencies that can be healthy and restorative, such as daily exercise, to destructive and hardcore dependencies such as an addiction. You may find yourself so totally hooked on another person, you lose yourself, always turning to that individual